Hello, Sourdoughkins back now. Ready for my final stage of making a loaf of sourdough bread, and that's the baking of it. As you can see, my loaf of bread has risen nicely. It's reached about the top of the banneton, which is just about perfect, and it should make a really nice loaf of bread. Now, I've got my oven preheating to 450, and preheating in the oven is a Dutch oven, a cast iron Dutch oven with an enamel coating, I believe. And so you preheat the oven and the Dutch oven at the same time, so that you have a nice hot Dutch oven when you get ready to put your loaf of bread in it, and it just beeps, so it's ready to go. So I'm going to now tip this over out onto this sheet of parchment paper, and there we go. Got a little bit of extra flour, but there's my beautiful loaf of sourdough bread. Now I'm going to get out my Dutch oven. And you want to use oven mitts to make sure you don't burn yourself. So there's my heated Dutch oven. I'm going to plop this in there just like that. And try to get the paper so it doesn't. And one thing you have to do, and some people do with the sourdough bread, is score the top so that you control the rise and you don't get a weird looking surface. And some do it outside before they put it in, some do it after, some do it on the side. I just like to go across the top, go in with a sharp knife. Some have special tools, but I don't, so I just use that. And I like to make a cross on it. It kind of represents my Christian faith, and I like to, because Jesus talked a lot about bread, so I just like to have a cross on it. Cross and bread seems to me kind of fitting. Okay, I've scored it, and I've just about made the mistake of trying to lift the lid with my hand, which would have been a big mistake. So I just put the lid on it, and we will now bake this in the oven for 20 minutes with the lid on, and then another 10 minutes with the lid off. And that is it for now, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. So that's 20 minutes in the oven at 450 with the lid on, 10 minutes with the lid off, so 30 minutes total. So see you later with the final product.